Alright, get cozy, get your blankets and your hot chocolate or whatever you drink. Ningguang's speech! Oh, I am all ears. Is she gonna be in her skin? If she's in her skin already, I'm gonna be so jealous. She's not in her skin. Okay, fine. I'm not jealous.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Woo!
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project.
I will help and do everything you need.
I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding.
No way. I wonder if this quest is going to have me go acquire the 3 key items. I wonder if that's going to be my job.
Sunset vermilionite, wonder cores, and adepti sigils.
No purse. Never heard of such a thing.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other 2.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything.
Dear Diary.
I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question.
Oh, okay. Wow. This is actual girl boss behavior.
You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
Tell me where my sibling is!
Things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue
Loophole.
Harbor's development plan for next year...
Speedrun.
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless.
The game ends early. He asked the right question.
Takes the market.
The market.
What a coincidence!
What's your
I won't
credit
go so
card
much,
number?
But I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but I have some business to do.
Where, brother?
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Can I have 1 million more?
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber?
Money.
This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
Ningguang should be a 5-star.
So you heard my announcement,
I
did
agree.
you? What do you think? Interested?
Yes? Can I really ask you anything at all?
Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
That's what I said. Maybe I can find out more about my brother.
Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again!
Of course.
That would be nice, actually.
But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary. Remember, this is a race against the clock. a rare opportunity presents itself to you. Do not let somebody else snatch it from your grasp.
I bet this is gonna make me want to use Ningguang even more.
Come on, we'd better get going.
First.
First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh?
Shenhe.
Seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
First time character
Ma'am,
interaction.
you
Let's
seem
go.
like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up.
No.
As it happens,
It's me.
we have some information
Gonna be
about
me.
the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private, and we can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Why don't we talk
don't
some
be
more, a
like
little bit
that.
more private?
Hey, come on! Don't go! Why don't you stand there after her?
What the
Oh, right. Yeah.
scummy? What are these scummy men doing? Men leave women alone challenge. Leave her alone. Not that she can't handle it,
You
but
hear that? They said they had some useful information.
the birds. I lost the
Information's
birds.
just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see
Leave
what we can
Shenhe
find out.
alone. Leave Brittany alone. I better plunge. I've died too many times from floating over a quest zone and falling to my death moments after.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run.
Leave her alone.
Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy
How does that
she gives
not
off.
make
I'm
you a
telling
bad guy?
There's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Jeez.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you.
Men, stop underestimating women
It's
challenge.
not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't.
Get him,
No more
Shenhe.
excuses! Okay, I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Lioli Pavilion, ordering
She
a
looks
table
so
full
sweet.
of food, and only taking a few bites.
Dear diary.
Then Shinyu at
Go
kiosk,
Shenhe.
then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again.
She leaves the
How
food?
could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here
But-
we are. Perhaps. Yes. Let's call it fate.
Yes.
Boss, I'm telling you,
Let's go.
something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not
What
illegal.
information?
If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Ching.
Millilith. What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do
Oh,
this?
nice. We brought in the law
You ought to mind
enforcement.
your own business. I swear.
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent
diary.
civilians? You're
Corgo
coming with
100 high dish.
Hi, Ricky. Thank you for the 100.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
The hooligans. Good job. Are you alright?
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is...
Oh, I've heard about you two before.
We know what your name is.
Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I
like her
suspect
voice.
smashing his head
Sounds
against
really
the
tough.
ground a handful of times is all
Skip.
it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. Lila Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Vodka.
Laws?
Have you not heard of the law, Shenhe?
No. Apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
You want to know Paimon's name? Would you mind if I told you Paimon's name?
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Paimon's name is Paimon. Yes, I like her VA a lot. She sounds like really tough. I don't know. I have a deep voice, so I guess I just appreciate VAs that have deeper voices.
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
Oh.
Medicinal herbs?
She'd be eating flowers?
Kinda hard to explain.
Oh right, I remember that from her little
Global Pharmacy's
quest.
not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal.
Chi-chi?
After all, you can't work on an empty stomach.
Wait, if Baizu's there, I'm switching to the Japanese VA.
Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how
Chi-chi?
things
You're not
work
Chi-chi.
here. If she is an adeptus,
You're
that
not
would
Chi-chi.
explain everything. Where does she fit in with the other adepti?
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
I'm super curious.
Alright, Paimon. Oh well, it's been done.
Glaze lily and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
Just clean them out. Okay.
She's really eating them.
Polishes off all the medicinal herbs. That's beautiful.
My hunger has now abated. Thank you.
They're really that good.
Rather awful.
What?
Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough, Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development.
Let her
Sampling
stay.
each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Dish?
Return to the mountains.
I only skip Paimon.
That proves it. Paimon knew she was an adeptus.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And
My ears actually start ringing.
now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see.
Gonna
I
help
heard
us?
something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win!
Dish is the only person who gets to
Were
hear
you
their name in
interested in the
Genshin.
contest too, Shenhe?
Wait, that's kind of true. I get to
came
hear
for
my name all the
rebuilding of the
time.
Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest.
Dish?
However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like
Tinnitus.
to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having an adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not
It's
delay.
not the VA's fault. It's
I
the
have a plan.
director's choice.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective.
Okay.
We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Oh! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look,
I guess.
you want to win this competition, fair
Let's
and
just
square,
murder
okay?
everyone.
Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plostrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there.
Dang it.
So, it's you.
Baizu?
I like the Japanese VA so much for Baizu.
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
He reminds me of,
How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
It reminds me of Lucius Malfoy from freaking, you know that show, you know that movie series? Harry Potter. Harry Potter. His vibe reminds me of Lucius Malfoy.
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed
I want
right
to
now.
see her.
I don't suppose any of you are looking for
I wouldn't borrow
part-time
Chi-Chi.
work by any chance?
No, we've got other stuff to do.
I didn't ask, though.
Here, though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called sunset vermilionite?
Borrowed is such a funny way to talk about a human being. I guess she's technically a vampire. Or not a vampire. Not a vampire. Freaking, what's the word? Zombie. She's a zombie. Or thank you for the bribes. I'm having trouble with my words today. I'm sorry. Vampire. Pepegaphone vampire. Ugh. I'm forgetting all of my words today.
Ah, the variety of Plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises.
Brain pee-pee
When
poof.
activated, sunset vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed.
Okay.
As far as the records show, virtually all sunset vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baizu.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
I wanna hear... Okay, good. Wait, maybe I can copium hear just one of his, just whatever his voice line is for this talking.
行幸さんが依頼した傷薬、いくらなんでも多すぎます。軍玉閣の再建はそれほど危険なものなのでしょうか。妙ですね。
Where's Chi-Chi? Baizu, Japanese voice, people blush.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your
briefly,
voice?
like a little cameo.
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard.
You telling me that's not Child's voice actor?
Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
Yeah, that's definitely Griffin. What the heck?
I see.
NPC Tartaglia.
By type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With
It
you on the
literally
job,
is.
I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Other language. What the? Come
That's
in.
likely. Christian was
Come in.
also an NPC before Thoma.
Oh. It has to be. Is it Father Dish? No, it's a husband.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu,
Ganyu.
I need to entertain
There's
some
some
guests.
NPCs too. Huh.
Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
That is child.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And
It
how,
is
pray
him.
tell, may I
Okay.
be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of sunset vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
Help us.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some sunset vermilionite, but
Give
only
it to
one
me.
piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction.
Oh
And a
no.
lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price.
Wait, she's
At
just
the end of the day,
married?
it all comes down to supply and demand. In this
Give it to
case,
me.
I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million more.
500 million?!
I have 5. I have 200,000. Take it or leave it.
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
Thanks.
Without any sunset vermilionite...
I'm just gonna have to
Don't
go
panic.
find some.
I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
She's just married. How do people not know?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Wait, if someone asked me if it was Father Dish, does that mean there are people who think I'm young enough to still be living at home? Like with my parents? I mean, I guess some people my age still live with their parents, but it's kind of funny to me. I haven't lived with my parents in 3 years.
Yes, precisely.
I think that's funny.
I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According
I'll take
to
it as a
records
compliment.
of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some sunset vermilionite. After Sea
Okay.
Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time.
Wait, the VA of Ayaka is also the VA of Catherine? So you're telling me that if I become an NPC in Genshin, that's a gateway to becoming a playable character?
Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history
Noted.
books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
That's great! But wouldn't
Oh,
it be
sorry.
a little, disrespectful with him being an adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him. Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that? Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
She chose to cite your sources, ma'am.
There's something about this young
actually-
lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine.
I've never heard anything like that.
Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very
Santa
ingenious
Claus.
designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please, be very careful.
Okay.
Noted.
Will be. Thanks, Xingqiu.
Xingqiu! What is your primary source? Can you please type out your works cited page in MLA format? So I can check it, please. Did you use Wikipedia for this information? Shenhe? Please type an MLA format works cited page in 12-point font, Times New Roman, so that I may review it. Easy, bib.
Xingqiu said it should be around here.
Oh.
But Paimon doesn't say anything.
I forgot about Easy Bib. I definitely used that in college. Oh, where are we headed?
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we
Peer-reviewed
can inspect
study
the area
leads.
more closely.
Wow,
Turn
that's
it in.
amazing. Yep, let's take another look around.
And then make sure you submit it to turn it in before midnight. So I can review it before tomorrow.
Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Why? He's zooming. The Sealy is moving way faster than most Sealies. Okay, alright, slow down.
The Sealy.
Wait, what? Oh no, I missed Paimon dialogue. Dang it.
Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here?
This is one of my favorite. This is my favorite meeeee soundtrack. This song.
Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from before? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete.
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an adepti art used for
Music's
spatial
too
partitioning.
quiet. Spatial partitioning.
If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place.
Okay. Turn up the tunes. Ah, level 90 Shenhe. Oh. Thank you. So you gave her C3, level 90, everything, but you couldn't give her some decent artifacts? Come on. Having to hit 5 is like so weird to me. She's using auto attack on you. You're telling me that doesn't break the rock? Cringe.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Okay, sure. 5 members is confusing. This is too much.
Whoa!
Gaming.
This is just my luck. Is everyone okay?
Well, I got my wish. Only okay!
Has disappeared beneath the clouds again.
I only have 4 characters now.
But before that...
Oh.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall.
Am I not able to catch myself? Oh, I am. Okay. That actually would have been a really interesting premise if it, like, killed off one of your characters every time you, like, dropped down a level and you just had the challenge just got harder and harder. Is this portal? Where are the turrets?
Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Ooh, puzzle. Let's see if my Ganyu, support Ganyu, does big damage with this. She honestly does. 4-piece noblesse, by the way.
Could that be the sunset vermilionite?
Maybe so, Paimon?
Is this it? Is this the sunset vermilionite? It's so huge.
So is the Jade Chamber.
That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
Hi, Owen.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story.
Cloud Retainer.
I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Why don't you switch to Japanese? Because I speak English. And I would like to hear it in English so I don't have to read everything. I don't get when people ask that question. Why don't you play in X language? I don't know. Why don't you play in this other different language? I don't know. There's 4 language options. I don't understand why people ask that.
Hold on a sec. I just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too.
RH, thank you for the Prime sub, by the way.
If we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely.
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure? Be careful.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a plastrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged.
I meant you, Shenhe.
My safety.
That's right. Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt, no matter who you are. You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Thanks, Paimon.
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the plastrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
What?
Shenhe able to carry that
It's
huge
gone!
all by herself.
Huh?
Adepti super strength much? We can't
What
slow down
the?
yet.
Okay,
Let's go meet
Superman.
at the building site.
Shenhe lifts up the rock and carries it away. Did she fly away? Did she just like... Where did she go? Did she just walk out with it? Did she roll it out? And did she fly out the top or something? I don't understand. That's amazing.
We're way behind schedule.
Okay, Adeptus Super Strength. Noted. Noted. Oh, I see. Is that it? Bruh. She actually just picked it up and walked it over.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself?
Show us.
She's gotta be one of those Adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
Lemming. Let's not make this about ourselves, shall we?
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations. This item is approved for submission.
Woo!
I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this.
Ningguang's little
No
helper?
wonder.
That's so
The
rude.
rarest talent turns in the rarest plastrite specimen.
Hehe.
But I have to correct you on one point.
Someone's
It's not
projecting.
helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
Paimon's sick of being
In truth, it is the finest piece of plastrite we
being
have
called
received
a little
so
floating
far.
child.
If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction.
Thank you for the
As a
Prime
side
sub,
note, Lady Ningguang has rented
BYM
some
up.
dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
That's so true.
Shenhe, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises.
Why don't we get to see you, man?
Really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it?
Sir Grantivus, thank you for the host.
Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't
Welcome.
hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I've had similar compliments before.
Good morning.
They call
Thank
me
you.
an Adeptus. Treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Oh?
Shenhe?
Not an Adeptus?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
No spoilers, by the way.
Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
I'm on Chihuahua.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right? Serious.
Okay. If you insist.
Sleepy time.
Now
Maybe she doesn't
we're
sleep or
talking.
something.
Let's head to our hotel.
Okay. Let's head to our hotel. I eat meditation for lunch. And I drink my tears for breakfast.
Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts.
Tea seller.
Business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great.
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just at the door on the left. Here are your keys.
You could share a room.
All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice
We're
one
right
of the
next to the
guests
harbor.
walked in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or
Have any
save it for
characters?
breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head
Look
to my
at her
room
go.
for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper.
Local
I will hear
trade.
if you knock on the door.
Small business. Have a good rest.
See you tomorrow.
Something tells me she is not going to sleep.
Hey,
Oh,
isn't that Cloud Retainer?
what?
What's she doing here?
The gatekeeper.
Say hi.
The master, mayhaps, of Shenhe? The prison guard.
Off we go.
Hello. The head guild boss
One trust you
gatekeeper.
have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So you
Mother
know
bird.
Shenhe too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her
Save for
time
Ganyu.
in Meeeee Harbor.
You heard it
All
from
the
Cloud
Adepti
Retainer
living
first.
today are acquainted with Shenhe. to
Save
some
for
degree.
Ganyu. Save for Ganyu.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking
Save
maybe
for
it'd
Ganyu
be better if
besties.
we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Okay, so she's not an Adeptus.
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct.
What?
However, Shenhe is human.
Human? That is cap.
Oh, right. Wait, what? Paimon neither. This is a real surprise.
Do you mean to say
I can't
that
pick
she
up
presents
rocks.
differently from ordinary human beings?
She speaks very slowly.
To start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was
built
like
diff.
this all those years ago when one first met her.
She squats every
In
day.
this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
Oh.
That sounds so dangerous.
6 years old.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days.
Oh.
Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and that she was able
I
to
did not mean to
endure
skip
such
that.
terrible
Sorry.
danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One
Okay.
dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
Oh.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her.
The god was molding it couldn't beat a child. Bruh. Talk about childhood trauma. You think you had childhood trauma? Shenhe? Try getting attacked by the monster remains of an ancient god for 3 days when you were 6, huh? You've been through that kind of trauma? I don't think so.
Indeed. It is one to whom she refers.
You
Shenhe
don't
has
know.
an extraordinary constitution, making her well
Don't know
adapted
my
to
story.
practicing the Adepti arts.
We are not the same.
All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her.
We are not
However,
the same.
Her
We are not
homicidal
the same.
urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed
Maybe
by
I have
malevolent
done that.
energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The
Interesting.
red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Oh, what the heck? Cloud Retainer's so sentimental.
Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Mama bird.
You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect.
What?
The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract.
I feel
between
like the
Liyue and
honorifics were
humans.
lost in translation too.
Well,
Anybody
one is
knows if
most
it was
curious
actually
to
Auntie
observe
in
how she will
Mandarin?
respond to the coming storm. If she handles it
Probably.
admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control.
Alright.
Let us conclude our conversation here for today.
Yeah, they are
One
family.
has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
Wait until the following day. Okay. By wait you mean skip, right? Please heal Benny. No. No.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it?
Oh?
Master.
How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you.
Sometimes.
So I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing
I
me to
answered every
suspect that my
question.
master must have told you everything about me. After all, master is very talkative.
Look at these gamblers.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
So much gambling.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not
Casino
explaining
Dish is
everything to
closing.
you sooner. Because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable.
Oh.
Instead, you treated me as you would a friend.
Yeah.
For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real adepti, too.
It's true.
Now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do. I must say I like the title of friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list.
Why people happy?
But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going.
Paimon, please. That's so mean.
Sunset vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Thank you, Ningguang's little helper.
And hey, Beidou! And hey, person Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment. I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beidou, you're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Oh, interesting.
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Is it a little baby one?
Even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This
I'm
is
so excited to meet her.
Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Lyra opera scene.
I've been pronouncing it wrong.
Greetings.
Hello.
These 2 are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
2 strong women.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
That's sweet.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as
That's
I like
sweet.
to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so
why people
we came
happy?
together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed.
She's very elegant.
To be honest with you all,
The way she talks.
I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
I like her English VA.
Wow.
I just like her design so much.
Like the 3 of us are competitors now. Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
Thank you.
In that case, I have a proposal to make.
Sometimes it feels so personal having having your name in the... I mean, having your name in the text.
Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants
You want me to win?
procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like
Sounds
it.
great, but how does that change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first.
Go
I have some
straight.
leads on these wonder cores.
Go strip.
From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw
Playing dirty
materials.
is kind of cheating,
I'm
but...
gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek
Just being
advice from Master
smart.
Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Sounds good. Let's
Wonderful.
go.
We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Bye.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang, Yunjin? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment.
I'm so...
I would like
Oh.
to hear her opinion.
Oh, are we gonna... I'm excited.
What's the opera
I'm
called?
excited.
Paimon wants to go see it. The opera is
Opera.
A Labor of Love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Jeez. Okay. Alright. Whoa! We made it! No! Freaking quest lock. Dude. I am tired. I am at my limit.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Yaksha. Oh.
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me,
Yunjin
but I
is
believe
asking.
that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon.
He softened up his posture and his
My brain's
tone of
finally
voice so
caught up.
much.
It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even
He's
folks who
flustered.
don't make it to the opera all that often. Like
Wonder
myself.
egg.
So,
Kinder
you're
egg.
here to ask about wonder cores, huh?
Who's
As it
asking?
happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber.
Wow.
The types of ore needed
I'm
to
sorry,
make wonder
who
cores
asked?
are a little hard to come by. Lady
Well,
Ningguang
congrats.
supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourself?
Don't mean to brag, but
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore
I
we
made some
need.
for Ningguang one time. Miss Girl, why are you just standing there? Ma'am,
Oh, it's you.
what are you doing here?
Seaside. Dangerous.
Okay.
Chi-Chi is helping with the evacuation.
What?
Yes, Ningguang said there's something bad in the sea. So, she sent Chi-Chi to evacuate everyone. But no one will listen to Chi-Chi. So instead, Chi-Chi is guarding this place. If danger comes, Chi-Chi will protect everyone. Don't go near the sea. It's too dangerous.
Okay. That is extremely ominous and scary, but thank you for the information. She protect. I wish I could pat Chi-Chi on the head. Is that? Hey, wait!
I
wanna
came
get
to
the
Mount
sigil.
Tianheng once with my father as a
Stop!
child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top.
There's a sigil. Wait.
This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti. The divine damsel of devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though? It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
So it's probably Shenhe's story, right? That's my guess.
They're Paimon's favorite! The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village,
Maybe. Who
there
knows?
was a loving couple who were
Many of
completely
you,
devoted
probably.
to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told
Her
the
voice is
villagers,
very calming, yeah.
if you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me. What a nasty piece of work! Ugh. Paimon sure hopes this— But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward. No!
It's too loud.
Don't do it, little girl! Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
Options. Look at Shenhe. Remain silent. Yeah, Shenhe has very sweet eyes. You can't see it. You can't see it because I'm covering it, but very sweet eyes.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the divine damsel.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Oh. So it's not what really happened then.
It sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some—
I can't. Sorry, I can't. Oh, hello.
Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something?
That's beautiful. Get you back, easy game.
Huh. He didn't seem to catch that. Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium. Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village?
Is he okay?
Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here.
Ooh.
Shenhe, Yunjin, Let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman.
Oh, does he need to be
okay with you, Uncle Mingjun?
What?
It's
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive.
Ooh.
The rumors were true. So, all these years? I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium, but I think you can find some information in the village. This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhe? Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjun has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe. Okay.
I like her voice a lot.
Let's see what we can find in this village.
I like it. Search for records left behind.
I came back here once before, a few years ago. Alone. I hid it from Master at the time. It was deserted then, too. Except for a few low-life bandits. Everyone and everything I remembered was long gone. But as people were passing by, they stopped to admire me. They praised me, telling me I gave off the aura of an adeptus. I tried explaining to them that I wasn't an adeptus, just an ordinary person who came from this village. But no one believed me.
Ma'am, look at your outfit. Why would anyone believe that?
When I saw how run down all these houses were, I felt at a loss. It was like I took a look at the world, and on the surface, it looked like a vast realm with so many places I could go. Then I looked a little closer, and there was nowhere for me to go at all.
Oh.
Suddenly, so much time has gone by. Everything has changed.
Last time I visited, I felt so upset. But today, I don't know why, but it feels different.
Because you're with your friends,
It is easy for your mind to run wild when you are alone. But this time, you are with your friends, aren't you?
That's what I said.
Yes, my friends.
Wow, I wonder why no one treats me like a person. Maybe it's because I have rainbow neon eyes and white hair that ombres into a beautiful dark white gray color and shimmers. And I wonder if it's this very fancy outfit that makes me look like I have lots of money. I wonder why people don't treat me normally. Sweet Shenhe does not know anything. Also, I have hip windows.
What's this?
Ragged notebook. Okay, story time with this. Hi, Mom. Her eyes are beautiful. Yes, I agree. The doctor said you were gravely ill. Don't worry, I will give you everything I have to save you. My heart bleeds whenever I see you getting weary or your illness beyond treatment. How I wish I could suffer the pain for you. You said you had no regrets in this life and that you only wish for me to take good care of Shenhe. But you regret nothing. Why the tears? I don't know what I've been doing lately. Though I still breathe, I feel like an empty shell. I have read all the ancient texts I could barely get my hands on, looking for a way to save you, but it is utterly futile. I finally found it. It was Mingjun. He had kept the book that could save you hidden. I took it and followed its instructions to summon a god and offer a sacrifice. A god appeared. I told him that I was willing to exchange my life for yours. He kept silent and only pointed at our daughter, Shenhe. The god said her fate was to bear the curse of calamity, and that she was prone to bring harm to those who come close to her. The god also said that she might even have been the cause of your death. In that case, I thought I should. That is evil. I left her in the cave that the god mentioned. 3 days had passed, still no news. I grew restless from waiting, seized by an ominous feeling. I'm sorry, my love. Forgive me. You too, Shenhe. Please forgive me. How stupid I was. How blind. Let me apologize to both of you in person. So... Okay, so... Shenhe's father summoned a god who would, with the intention to exchange his life for his wife's, but instead exchange his daughter's life. Instead, he gave his daughter to be eaten. That's good. That's good. Maybe this is the true story of the divine damsel of devastation.
So, Shenhe is the divine damsel?
Wow, that's wow, that's really sad.
Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it.
I'm sorry, loving? Loving father? I can't imagine. I'm just trying to imagine myself in that situation. Like, if it was that, Grimbly, thank you so much for those. If I had the choice, if my, it's hard to think about it in real life context, but like, I'm trying to imagine how I would feel if I woke up from being on like of the verge of death, only to find out that my spouse had sacrificed our child to save me. I don't think I would be happy with that decision. But
it looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
Okay, noted. Record of a changing village.
So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster.
A branch family of exorcists used to live in the east of the village, but in around 2 weeks, the mother died of a disease, the young daughter went missing. Shortly after, the father hanged himself on a tree in the yard of his own house. It has been confirmed that traces of an evil god remains were found in the village. Okay, the daughters are panicking, and no one is certain whether the evil god's remains are gone for good. Do be careful when in this area. Oh.
His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away in fear, without ever learning the truth. And now, this place is deserted. Still, I do wonder what the connection is between Shenhe and Mingjun.
This got dark very quickly. Good grief.
Still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there.
Wait, so the god lied. The evil god lied. And said that he would save the wife, but then in the end, both the wife died and the daughter was sacrificed. Okay.
This is it.
Understandable. Magic engraved on Subrosium does not wear off easily. Some believe the stone to be a bridge between the living and the dead. However, finding Subrosium is no easy matter. You need to be at the right place at the right time. Legend has it that you may find Subrosium if you stand in the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk. Look in the direction of the setting sun. Okay.
So basically, we need to— let's go back and tell Shenhe the news!
I don't need Paimon telling me the basic version. That was very basic enough. Let me use my brain sometimes.
One year when I was back
so
visiting,
basically,
I heard a story about a white-haired adeptess from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you.
So what you just read was...
I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well, we all know how that story ended.
Bruh.
I bring flowers back here every year.
Bruh.
And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Yeah, sacrifice his child.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel.
True love is not
I'm told
an excuse
my fate
for
was to
that.
bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression.
But that's gotta be, that's
it also
cap.
dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh,
corpse
and
husband.
I will leave you all in peace.
Yeah, that's not.
Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay.
Yeah, that's not healthy love. That's like, that is obsession.
I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end.
Yep, we sure did find some info.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the divine damsel of devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version.
Was the delay
my
there
master
so late?
once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Paimon, you cut the chit-chat. You cut the chit-chat. You know how much faster we'd progress to these quests if you didn't talk so much? Oh, there he is.
なぜこの地を訪れた？海に潜みし脅威。それを払う策は見つかったか？行幸から聞いていないのか？幸運閣。あの一帯で何かが起ころうとしている。先般の約束通り、仙人である我はこの件に介入しない。だが、どのような危難に見舞われるかは未知数だ。故に、我にも我の考えがある。かの地は、リーウェ港から山一つ越えたところにある。だが仮に事態を収束できずとも、我一人でこの地を守ることができるだろう。
Ah, this Japanese boy is so good. Hey, wait, what's that? Chow, look what I found. Look what I found.
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these.
Woo!
Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
Leave the Wonder Cores
It's okay,
to me.
we got it
I'll work
covered,
on 'em while you go about your
Miss
business.
Beto.
Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
That's sweet,
Much
though.
obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next. But where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti sigils to her.
That's very
Master
nice
also
of
said
Cloud
she hoped
Retainer.
that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack.
That's okay,
Maybe it
because
won't work
we're
for me to stay
your
here after
friend.
all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you, and I'll take care of those Adepti sigils.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn
Wait,
something.
me too. I want to learn. No, I want to see. Please, I want to see her swinging the hammer. Show us.
Whew.
No!
The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished
I wanna
forging the
see
things you
it.
asked for too.
Great! Let's go submit them before
No
someone
hammer
else gets their
animation.
hands.
We didn't get to see her lift the rock. We didn't get to see her swing the hammer. What the heck, huh? I hope we get like a girl who holds like a claymore that's in the shape of a hammer. Come on, please.
Oh,
Stop
already?
disrespecting Bywin.
All
Very
three of you
rude.
found them together. Okay, I see. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners.
Yay!
I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
Yes.
What?
To press the link for the
over
Prime
already?
sub.
I haven't even found the plustrate yet.
I can't believe it.
Unlucky.
So close, but so far.
Ha.
I'd like to invite
Women.
our 3 winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
It's too slow. The men were too slow.
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
This has been a long time.
Get
coming.
ratioed.
The last time we went
Shenhe
up to
beloved
the Jade
Peepo Shy.
Chamber was ages ago.
Ben, be faster. Just be faster. Oh, I zoomed into this
Combine
cutscene.
the Adepti
Okay.
sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete.
Yeah.
Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all
Pog.
for your work. Now it is time for me
Okay,
to fulfill
question
my
time.
promise.
I'm ready. Tell me where my brother is. You can't say no.
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement.
Just be
You
faster,
are looking for a
forehead.
venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's
New
right.
Jade Chamber.
Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber? The
Lucky.
Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better
Wow.
stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
What a privilege.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
Daniel, thank you for the Prime sub.
Oh, a traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
Oh, you betcha.
You're next. What is your question?
Tell me what my brother is.
I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Dang it!
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang.
What was the point?
Oh, well, guess Paimon will ask a question then.
No!
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity.
Paimon stole my question!
If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow, Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Okay, I get a question though, right?
All over your face.
I get a question.
Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you.
I have a question. Can we be best friends?
Should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Oh, ooh, I'll take a job.
Great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need to come to Ningguang?
I guess we don't have a question.
Shenhe, you got a question?
Oh my gosh.
Me?
Everybody gets a question except me.
This is a group effort.
Maybe I had a question.
But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it.
You stole my question! I don't want to hear it from you.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question.
Okay, I'd like to hear this. Good
Liyue
question.
Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. A sense of belonging?
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Where's my question?
It's your turn. Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Oh, I'm very curious about this.
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations.
Nah.
The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
I don't have any questions for her. Wait, so can I... So since Beto doesn't have a question, can I ask a question? Can I have Beto's question, please? I'm so bitter. I was so annoyed. It's okay.
Glad to
It's
hear
the
it.
way the quest was written.
Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beto? Ningguang?
Ask
what
one question.
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know.
Okay. Prepare for liftoff.
When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue
All
Harbor
systems
far
go.
below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations
To
of
infinity and
Tibet.
beyond.
My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the ascension ceremony commence!
Wow! Whoa! I'm flying! Oh, okay, here we go. We're just flying out to go see it, okay. Okay.
Right on
the Jade
cue.
Chamber,
The
I'd like
Avenger
to
of the
thank our
Vortex.
sponsor
by
Raid, Shadow Legends.
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago.
Oh, okay.
Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Well, let's go fetch the Adepti!
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
Wife. Oh! Oh, the whole squad's here! It will take you out too. We took out your mans, we'll kill you too. This is so cool! Avengers, assemble!
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
Oh, oh. No! Not the Jade Chamber,
What's that?
please!
Wait! A giant wave!
Let me just shoot an arrow at the water. Oh! Thank you. I got clapped.
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Oh! Let's go! Homegirl just saved Liyue Harbor. Ayaka? What? Ma'am! That's very dangerous. Whoa, that was sick. God, he was still charging her shot.
What are you doing here?
I'm
Can't let you
sorry.
be the only one taking this risk.
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured.
Where's Ganyu's
Only
charged
sheer
attack
willpower is
when you
keeping
need
her
it?
alive.
Lol.
I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
What's happening here? Maka. Maka. E. Aya!
Get out of here!
Ay! What? What is this? Oh no.
Witness my great undertaking.
Okay. Take it easy, everybody. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. This is fine. I am not nervous whatsoever. It's cool. It's cool. If my Bennett wasn't dead, this could probably be going a lot better. But I would like to charge my ult, please.
Stabilize.
I always bounce back. Just watch me.
Could you come within combat range, please? I'm having a problem here.
Let's light it up. Flags fly.
Solidify.
Get out of here.
Unleash!
Shia. Everybody stand back.
Solidify.
It's fine, it's fine. Shenhe DPS.
Flags up. Observe.
I believe.
Order guide you.
Boom! Jade Chamber. Okay, that's one. No, it's not. Ah! Eh!
Gather.
I just need to take out the third head. This domain is very cool, by the way. I like this layout. I should have brought. I should have brought Guardio.
Do your master's bidding.
Moments of birth.
Break a leg. Flags fly.
Could someone please come in combat range, please? Ow!
Yeah. Let's light it up. Flags up. Get out of here. Obey.
Music is cool too. This fight caught me very much off guard. Come over here, please. Ah!
Unleash! Manifest!
Crumble!
I'm going in.
Bruh, I'm actually like so overwhelmed by having 5 party members. Ow, ow, ow. Get down here. Come here!
Get out of here. Obey.
Ow.
Live.
Solidify.
Frantic clicking noises. It's okay, we're almost there. Come here.
Unleash.
Oh, finish her! Finish her, Zhongli! Yes!
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
I think not.
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back.
Okay, let's go! Zhongli protects Liwei for once.
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself.
Exhausted.
I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll like—
How did things go underwater?
Oh. Ningguang? Thank you for the heads up, by the way, that we were about to go into a boss fight.
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. You will be afforded generous treatment.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Woo!
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for that.
Shenhe protected us, just like they hear in the story.
Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments.
Oh, yes, please.
I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
That's what heroes do,
Yes,
Shenhe.
ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista.
That's what that line
Find
is from.
oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking.
That's
You
rude.
have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance,
It's a
one
tiny bit
finds
rude.
your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue observing you hereafter.
While the position of Tianheng remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
This is the first time we're seeing, like, Cloud
Yes.
Retainer be very caring.
I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Yay.
Good.
Look at all that juicy
Traveler,
rock
please
behind her.
take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
Yes, please. Embarrassing stories.
There'll be no need for that.
No, no, no. There's a need.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One should be going homeward now.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade
Mom,
Chamber
don't
when you have
embarrass
recovered your
me.
energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most
Mom.
spectacular ever.
Bye. Mom, stop. Soccer mom energy. Mom, my friends are here. Stop.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself.
Thank you.
Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here.
Turn
I've
it up.
never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now. I hear she's going to perform the
Based.
Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
What did you think?
Dang, that was beautiful.
Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
Loki.
Beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
Loki, I'm glad for the the fart, because I definitely was getting teary-eyed because it was so beautiful. So I didn't want to.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the divine damsel of devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in
The fart
Liyue
didn't
Harbor.
stop my tears from
Thank you.
falling down.
I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun.
This is a great story.
Here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP.
This
yeah, that's it,
young
like an
lady
adeptus.
with the white hair looks like some kind of
You're
VIP.
the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else we have here. The
Look who else we
illustrious
have here.
traveler. Well,
Dish.
I'll be. This is definitely worth showing up for. Let me pull up a chair, all right? We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
Alternatively,
Fan
you could
behavior.
leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Alternatively, you can go away.
All too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Alternatively, go back to your seat.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Oh, such a good quest. Thank you. Wait, where are my tacos? Hi? Tacos too? Hold on, I'm hungry. Alternatively, you could get off my table.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Where are those who share memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. Wow, that was great. I enjoyed that quest so much.
After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much more in touch with the character today. I believe I was able to deliver a more profound performance because of it.
You can say that
Next time
again.
I have a new opera, may we study the character together again.
Yes. Yes, Yunja's my friend. Let's go.
Now that I think about it, I'm glad Master sent me here to deliver the sigils. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the chance to meet you. I'm sure I have much to learn from you in the future.
That's nice.
More wine! More wine!
That's all you have to say. Ningguang, can I please ask you a question?
You've made an exceptional contribution toward the building of the new Jade Chamber. I will not forget this. I shall be sure to repay your kindness at an appropriate juncture.
My question. You could repay me with letting me ask a question. Close enough.